Cowards can't block warriors.
Only shooting stars break the MOO-ve.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Gornog the Red Reaper. This is a part of Foundation's Jumpstart and it is a warriors deck. And as you might know, cowards can't block warriors. And Gornog turns your opponent's cards into cowards. Whenever you attack with one or more warriors, you can select one of your opponent's creatures and it becomes a coward forever. It loses all other creature types, making typal synergies a little awkward for your opponent, and also buffing up all of your attacking warriors, giving attacking warriors you control +X+O for each coward your opponent controls. Gornog is very aggressive, has haste, comes down on turn 3, and with this buff, making your opponent unable to block, this is a deck that is looking to hit face hard. Face is the place when you're playing warriors. There are a couple cards that have warrior synergy, whether they're kind of generic cards like Metallic Mimic that buff up your warriors, or cards like Kargan Intimidator. They can also turn things into cowards and give your warriors +1/+1 and trample. But mostly, warriors are just aggressive creatures, and when you put them together, they win games. This deck has a great win rate because all it's doing is going straight for face. Sometimes if you want to take things a little slower, that's okay too. There's a little bit of value that can add up over time to have explosive turns, doubling up damage in the air, getting additional mana, or just afflict damage in. There's a lot of different ways that Gornog can take out your opponent, all while making it harder and harder for them to block. So let's take Gornog into the queue and start hollering coward at our opponent's creatures. Prosper, Tomebound, 1/4 with Death Touch that gets you a treasure when you play something or cast something from exile. And it also puts a card in exile for you every turn. This card goes great with steal spells as well because, well, they're from exile. I kind of like either the Pit Fighter for more damage or the Motivator for haste here. I'm going to go with the Pit Fighter to start. It was in Lorwyn that Tori and Mauler came out, 2008. That's kind of awesome. A Goblin Motivator, we swing for 2 with my sweet little warriors. And I'm waiting with my Lightning Bolt. This doesn't die to a bolt, but I bet a bunch of other stuff in their deck does. Unless they don't play creatures. Prosper, I need stuff to call a coward. All I have is cow. I need the ward from you. How come this doesn't have ward? I mean, it would be, like, way too good, but I'm just saying, like, why don't we have any cows with ward? Or do we? Oh, Orcish Bowmasters. Hey! Does everybody agree this looks like a coward? Bunch of orcs just sitting around, not doing anything. Oh my god, roaming thrown as a cow with ward. Well, when you're right, you're right. In case anybody was wondering, I don't have much card draw in this deck. They have card draw, though. And they got that card draw by killing their coward. Five mana now. They could definitely play Prosper. They could also wipe the board. That'd be rude. And probably follow up by just, like, playing Chandra. No, it's Inti! Inti lets them turn their discards into impulse draws. Feed the swarm. Eat the Inti. I don't need to turn you into a coward. If I only have 2 attacking creatures, that's only +2/+2. Only I could play my Minotaur. I don't have enough mana. Hey, do you want to play Prosper? What is that? Inquisition of Kozilek? Okay, that's cool, that's cool. You're no longer a warlock, nor a tiefling. You are only a coward! Pantlaza, Sun, Favored, the Discover Dino. This hand is going to be a little slow because I don't have anything until turn 3, but I do go first. I have some removal if I need it with the Fury. And I got lands! Who knows? Maybe I'd even want to, like, drop down some boots so we could give Jaxus or Fury haste in the future. There goes a Delighted Halfling. I will prioritize, I think, just setting up for warriors. I need them to have creatures. Because if they don't have creatures, then who am I going to turn into a coward? Who am I supposed to turn into a coward, huh? You? No. You? No. You gonna keep ramping? We're swinging in. I'll make it to the Llanowar Elves can't block. Now, if they'd like to, they could trade with the Seer Slicer Goblin. They're not into it. I actually am going to choose use Fury here, just because that can cut them off from playing Pantlaza and doing the Dino Discover next turn. Even though it means they won't have any cowards. It's fine, they'll play more creatures and we'll turn those into cowards. Ooh, they might also make their stuff hexproof and indestructible here. Oh, they're fighting this Seer Slicer thing. Okay. They killed their Llanowar Elf before I could kill their Llanowar Elf. They also stopped me from getting a Goblin token. Kinjali's Collar makes the dinosaurs cost less. Warrior! You'll be able to attack or clone things next turn. Making clones of something like Ancrop Crasher is really great. Ward 2. Oh, you're so much harder to turn into a coward than your average everyday creature. But I can still do it. It's just it's gonna cost a little. Yeah, it's a coward. Pay the 2. I'll play the boots even though these have haste. Is it time for Pantlaza? Oh, they don't have red mana. Now they have red mana. And Dino Pants! Dino Pants discovered as 5, and the thing they find is Wingbane Vantasaur. So I'm going to consider myself very lucky that Auto Tapper left this here. So they don't have green mana to use for the Stomp. We have lethal. Make it so things can't block, attack, and they die. GG. Azusa, lost but seeking, putting additional lands into play. I've got turn 1, a couple of different warriors to choose from. Turn 3, we could play the Chan Warrior or Gornog if we get another land. And then we have some higher cost warriors as well with Jaxus and the Conscripts. But first we need them to keep their opening hand. Typically, Azusa is looking to get turn 1 ramp, so they can play Azusa on turn 2 and start spitting out tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. Forest, Elvish Mystic, yep, that's what they're doing. Normally, I would love to play aggressively, throw down this, but that's turn 1 ramp. You gotta bolt the bird, or I guess the elf. I could technically give both of these haste, but then I wouldn't be able to use my Arena of Glory next turn. The one ring protection? Okay, fine. I'm gonna play something that doesn't have haste. And I'm not going to deal any damage to you because you have protection. Eladamri. Great! You know what he is? A coward. Let's go ahead and enshrine that in the rules. We swing in and get in a lot of damage. Their single count of 1 coward means that we each get +1/+0 on attack. Are you playing Azusa? I want to turn her into a coward too. I mean, I'm just calling her what she is. I'll probably also exert NF here to get the draw. Oh, look at that! A coward! Japer's Sanctuary. Okay, sure, you'll get to draw a card. I don't mind. You should attack with that. It's not like it can block. I'm trying to think, I'm gonna go ahead and exert my land for Chain Whirler with haste. I'm going to exert you. You're a coward. And then that's a very lethal swing. GG. Tatiova, who takes the game actions. Tatiova is going to be playing lands, drawing cards, and gaining life. I have a shove aside, so if they play something like a Llanowar Elf early, I will be able to hit it to prevent ramp. But I do want to leave them with creatures, you know, for the sake of stuff. Here's a warrior that will make my other warriors stronger. Metallic Mimic. Also, I noticed that they tapped this. I think they might have something like a Tatiova's protection thingy. Or not Tatiova's protection, Tamio's protection. And they just didn't want it holding priority. Unicorn on the Cob, thank you so much for the sub. I don't really feel like I need to play Gornog if they don't have anything here. Torian Mauler could be a really fun... both a coward, by the way, and a warrior. But I'm gonna go for Facebreaker because it's going to get me additional mana. Give me the potential steal next turn. They sure are getting lands into play. This is like a big explorer. Question for you, opponent. Do you have anything other than land-based ramp? Or is it all land-based ramp? I'm gonna play this Torian Mauler. Hi, Tatiova. Yes, I would. Why is this a May ability? Of course I want that. And even though I could kill Tatiova, I don't want to kill Tatiova. I need her to be a coward, so my warriors deal even more damage. And it's a lethal swing. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Gonti steals a card from the top 4 of your library, exiling it, keeping it secret, and allowing them to cast it for mana of any color. It's also a 2/3 with Death Touch, which is good. Ooh, I have to exile a card? Spikefield. Step 1, we play a warrior. Don't worry about it. I imagine they're probably a pretty removal-heavy deck. Also, I love the art of this. I wanted to try to buy the original painting for this. It actually has, like, gold foil. It's really neat. It sold for way more than I could afford, though. But I really wanted it. It was so cool. It's me and Foxy. She's holding me at knife point because she's my friend. So now I have a, make things hard to block, an aggressor, and make things unable to block. They steal a card. Now, they could have taken removal. There's a lot of different cards that they could get. But I think it's most likely that they just get a creature. Do you have something that costs 0 mana? I wonder if it's Flare. Yeah, Flare of Malice, killing Gornog. Which, that's kind of sad for me, because it means I won't be getting to turn anything into a coward. Oh, man. In fun news, I have 2 warriors and they're dealing damage. Oh, hi, Sheldred. I guess I'll drop the Pit Fighter here. Goblin Motivator, and the Markov Blade Master. I'm gonna hope that I get a land for my Gornog here. Bloodchief's Thirst, making it so I don't have that to stop blocks. And Consuming Corruption, making it so I just only have 1 creature. Rude! All removal. Well, Sheldred, time to call you a coward. Call you what you are. And deal 5 damage. A Dark Ritual. What do you need all that mana for? Gonti. So I still don't know what they stole, by the way. Sheldred, by the way, is no longer a Phyrexian. She's just a coward. Swinging in for another 4 with Sheldred, since she can't block anyway. More damage if I give you haste. Oh, they stole my lightning bolt. Aww. Gonti is now also a coward. Just a couple cowards. But next turn, I'll have to like figure out what's more damage, taking one of their creatures or not. Because they have to have creatures for me to get the buff. Yeah, we're grabbing it. Zealous Conscripts, I'm going to grab that Shelly. His creature types are gone, too. Yeah, we replaced them with Coward. Price of Fame on Gornog, so I won't be getting the buff either way. I also get to Surveil. Move it to the command zone. They're down to 5 life. They're also able to swing at me for quite a bit of damage here. They have 6 and then a potential additional 3 off the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. They gotta pick what they want to do. Can they play offensively? Is it even with, like, they know I can't replay Gornog next turn? Or do they want to try to get that damage down? I only have 11 life left. And it looks like they're either just trying to make up their mind. Okay, it looks like they are doing a tutor and a free cast of a spell. Now, if they have the One Ring in their deck, that will give them protection next turn, and that's going to stink for me, because I can't really do that much against it. I can sit and wait. Other cards that could be good. Oh, Sheldred to, I guess, make me lose life. Also, she's a good blocker. She's a 4/5. Ow, rude. They have to block it with something. And I was hoping that they would block and then I could shove aside. But they know what's up. They know I have lots of instant speed burn. They gain some life because that's what Shoulder does. Ravenous Chupacabra kills Chain Whirler? Oh, no, Conscripts. Oh, I see, because they can then get lethal off these two attacking in and me losing 2 additional life. I don't think that Mono Red has much, I'll say upkeep life gain. So we draw. And die. GG, Gonti. You had enough kill spells to keep Gornog in check. Urian Sky Nomad. This is a blink commander that's able to blink even non-creature permanents. As long as it's not a land, you can have it leave and then come back into play. It's also a big buff birdie, though, well, you have to be worried about that. This is a very strong deck. Urian has access to so many different things. Enchantments that remove that you can blink creatures. You can tax your opponent, make it harder for them to cast spells. And even more abilities, even just bouncing things back into hand to slow them down. Because they don't have a creature, I'm not going to be going for Gornog here. But I will play instead the Taurian Mauler. And they're countering it. Alright, so this was my Changeling. I was hoping to just have it sit there and grow. Legion's Landing makes a little guy. But well, would you look at that? Is that a coward? Is that a coward? For me to scream at? Sure is. Alright, so we swing in. Vampire's a coward, and I have 1 extra mana, so have some +1/+1 and trample. More damage, more fun. They're down to 13. They're gaining a life. Can't block anyway. He's a Lost Witness. It gets you some Fibblethrips in your deck. Fibblethip's very blinkable. This doesn't have haste, sadly. Swing in with the Karnag Intimidator and Gornog. And I'll try to believe in the cleave. Putting this on the Intimidator. Nightclub Bouncer. What do you bounce? The Intimidator? Okay. I'll give a buff to Gornog here. Good use of my 1 mana. This, by the way, makes the stuff that gets bounced cost more. So, it doesn't look like they're doing Urian. Oh, no, they are. Alright, I thought that they were gonna attack with the bouncer then. Guess not. Hey, blinky, blinky, blinky. Gornog goes back into my hand and now costs 4 mana. Still a coward. And if you're wondering why did I bolt in the land, it's because I expect them to double block. Which means that I can blast the vampire. And then the Nightclub Bouncer absorbs the rest of the damage. Not too bad. They gain a life, deal some damage, and then... Wait, I don't know what this card does. Tolarian Contempt. Put a rejection counter on each creature my opponent controls. At the beginning of your end step, for each opponent, choose one rejected card. It goes on top. Okay. I'm gonna put that back in the command zone. I'll remove the perpetual effect. And I'll get a good hearty chuckle out of it. This has haste, so if I did that and equip the Ember Cleave, it's not bad. I also kind of just like spitting out a bunch of creatures. Rather than this, I'm actually gonna go for Rada's Firebrand. This gives everything haste. These two already have haste, a fine set of Minotaurs. But I think setting up, just swinging the damage where I can, is going to be helpful. I'm like out here like, what do I think they have? I imagine it's a counterspell. Not a counterspell? Kill spell, exile spell, a bounce, removal. At this exact moment in time, they cannot block with anything. It's going to be Otawara on Gornog. That means that they can block, and they will block. But everything's a coward, so that feels nice. They can make a blocker. Gornog again. Kargan Intimidator. I attack in. They can make a blocker. They can trade with the Intimidator, right? I probably should have gone like Enduring Courage first. I forgot about that it would be getting haste off the Rising of the Day. But I'm not dead yet. They have 6 damage. Why are you only attacking with this? This, by the way, if they blink it, they'll be able to put the counters on whatever creatures I have. Take me to 2. Is it an extra turn? I think if it was an extra turn, I would have used it last turn. Doomscar. Okay, it's a board wipe. But I'm ready for a board wipe. The End Crop Crasher? Is actually a bird, but it's a bird with haste. Do I just... Yeah, we just do this. Alright, bird! With the cleave. GG, Orion. Boss 3, Ket, a planeswalker that puts +1/+1 counters on things. And on top of that is able to generate some tokens, either using this -2 or trying to get to the -6, get you a token and counters on all your creatures. This is going to be mono white aggro, and I guess we're going to go toe-to-toe with them with some mono red aggro. Foster Ket, one of the strongest things about this card is that you can bring it out early and just start ticking it up towards its ultimate ability. That's all you need to do. Ooh, has the Marshal. At the beginning of end step. Cool. I was considering if I wanted to play Ruby Medallion here. Seared Slicer Goblin makes non-warrior tokens, but they're still pretty good. It's a little goblin-y. They attack in with all 3. They can make some... I think this is just oops all 1-drops. Wait. I wonder if this is their, like, I have the quest to do all of the attacks. That's so possible. Alright, well, I'll swing in, because we want to be aggressive. And I will be hitting the Elsate of Life's bounty. It is a coward. They could sacrifice said coward. Make him into, you know, like a martyr. Goblin army. It will be soon. Okay. Cheeky House Mouse gets protection. Move my commanders to command zone. Yep. Hi, Bossry. Who gets a +1/+1 counter? Yeah, so far these are just like 1 mana creatures. You got another 1 mana creature? We're gonna make some Tokies. I'll block the mouse. Ruby Medallion. Into the Steel Crusher. And I'll kill Bossry. Oh, the Toolcraft Exemplar. They don't have an artifact. They do have a tap ability with 1 more mana, though. Yeah, if you have one of these, like, attack with 30 creatures quests, or, like, play white spells, this is a great way to get those done. Toolcraft Exemplar is a coward and cannot block. Ooh, we hear something on watch. Lose the buff, but get a different buff. We could kill this by double blocking, but like, there's a reason I didn't attack in with this. Hi, Bossry. Plus or minus? Plusin on the Moth Rider Patrol. Okay, I like that. This gives +2 damage. This doubles damage. I'll take out the Foster Cat. And then list this to attack base. So that deals 6 damage to Bossry. Thank goodness for all the haste in this deck. They're not blocking the Steel Crusher. Just swinging for 5. Where's the coward? That's a coward. Gornog died twice, so like, you know, we did what we could. GG. Catiova, Benthic, Druid. We ran into one of these before, and they're still going to be doing the same thing. Ramping, drawing cards, gaining life. Getting lots of big Simic spells, too. I could hold the Spike Field Hazard. Even though it's going to make it harder for me to curve out. It's one of those, like, do I want to hold this in case they play a Llanowar Elf? Kinda, yeah, but I want to be really aggressive here. I'm going first, and I want to make sure that I have enough lands to go a 2-drop into a 3-drop. Also, them having creature lets me turn creature into coward. Misty Rainforest, you crack it open and grab Breeding Pool or the Surveil Land. Okay, so it's going to be a forest. Arboreal Grazer. See? This doesn't kill an Arboreal Grazer. I don't need this. Play the Kargan Intimidator. Lets me turn things into cowards until end of turn. But only one thing. Hi, Uro. Gets them a land, 3 life. And a card drawn. Which land do you put into play? Oh, I'm smorking. Don't you worry. Okay, okay. I was like, do you want to? Is this a wash away? Let's find out. Do they wash away my commander? No. Okay. Boop. They just wanted blue. The dabu-dee-dabu-die. Base is the place. It really is with this deck. Scalding Tarn. All these fetch lands are also great at filling up the graveyard for that Uro to escape. I will call you once again a coward. And then I will give this warrior a buff. And then follow up with 2 more warriors. It's a mega coward, ultra coward. What's wrong, Arboreal Grazer? Don't want to block? They lapsed the Crusher. Okay. Hey. You doing alright over there? They can escape Uro. It'll gain them life, but then I'm just gonna call it a coward. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Elder Giant! Takes up the entire sky! Nice chains! I went for playing Tatyova instead. Tatyova is a coward. And we're swinging for lethal. Yeah, you giant face in the sky, come down here and fight me! We win. Good game. Amara, Soul of the Accord. This Amara taps and makes a 1/1 with lifelink. This is a very aggressive Selesnya commander that works well with a lot of the things that tap your creatures. Thankfully, though, I go first and I have a turn 1 Ragavan. This is one of the best starts you can have for a mono-red aggro deck. But they're usually a deck that's pretty good at, like, spitting out tokens, playing lots of 1/1s. I imagine they'll be able to block. Yep, that's a Haywire Might, so that's probably just going to trade into this. Unless I kill the Haywire Might, which is what I'm going to do. This is actually a huge priority for me because I don't have another land, so I need the treasure so I can play my commander. And they're leaving. GG. Nashi, Illusion Gadgeteer. Oh, and this person. Hey, if you're in the chat, make sure you leave. This is one of my regular viewers. Alright, so I got my monkey, I got some removal, and they have their flashy commander that's able to recur things from the graveyard in secret, making a copy, putting it in hand, and giving that copy flash. Tommy of Bamboo Groves. Good at blocking Ragavan. I want to make sure I have more mana. Otherwise, I'd go for Seer Slicer Goblin here. Also, this will let me make big Gornog. I want big Gornog. Yeah, this card, still have no idea why they buffed it. It was good before, now it's even better. The fact that it is a 4-mana 4/4 flash ward 2 menace, like, just stat-wise, it's already so good. But being able to recur various control pieces makes it even better. Hey! Wiremite. Bringing out Gornog with a buff. Does this get washed away? Sadly, it does. I am willing to trade here, but I'd prefer not to, since I have some things that will reward me for attacking on the next few turns. A Hobbit, so their commander can't be countered. Only mine can be countered. I'm gonna go for Laelia because I didn't get a land. See if this gets mana drained, counterspelled, memory lapse. Nope, regular, just counterspell. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like having a commander that enters the battlefield and can bring things back is bad. There are other cards that do something similar to this, but they're typically statted very differently. They're typically statted so that they're like a 3/2. And they don't have flash. They're not like this. Ooh. Turtle Torn. Naming Warrior. I'm gonna trade my Ragavan into one of these. This is me saying, like, wouldn't you like to use this? Yeah. They slash that out. They grab something. I'm trying to just get out some goblins. I wish I could follow up and kill you with this. There we go. So we get the Nashi out. We get our discounts. It should help. Yeah, I'm not easily able to stop this Nashi because it's got ward. So to use its targeting ability on it it's expensive. Also, they probably have a counterspell. In fact, let's find out if they have a counterspell. Molten Impact. What'd you bring back? Well, whatever it was, they didn't care for that. It's like, it could be the Kami with Flash. We'll find out. So many choices. Yeah, there's multiple ways to take infinite extra turns with this Nashi. For reasons I have yet to figure out, they added another extra turn spell, a Temporal Manipulation, I think, that can be recurred. Dagoth Triome in the grave. Okay. It doesn't target, no, because it selects in secret, so you can't, like, hit the thing they're going to hit the way you would normally interrupt, like, a Timeless Witness or similar. Okay, the One Ring, leaving at the double blue makes me think that is a counterspell. I actually am a little sad to say that Goblin Crater Maker won't be able to get rid of the One Ring. Because it's indestructible. Pains my heart. Also, I'm still attacking in this turn. Because turns this into a coward, gets me the trigger from the Goblin. Also, I'm attacking with everything just because it's easier to press spacebar than to not press spacebar. Yeah, more goblins! They can bring this out after I've already had the ability trigger so they could still block, but hopefully we'd still have some good damage going in. They block, take 3, and then we can finish off with the Chain Whirler. Oh, or everything gets killed. Gornog now costs 7. Hythassa, who can blink Nashi each turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Den of the Bugbear. Boop, boop. Losing life to the One Ring. Search for Atlanta. I know where that is. It's in Georgia. Nice city. There's gonna be a Magicon there this year. Alright, they have 4 mana up so they can tap down an attacker. They're gonna fatal push this. Okay. They didn't tap down my Goblin! Get him! Get him! Bitter Triumph discarding Fell the Profane. I guess I'll play Crater Maker over Medallion. I felt it was worth a try. Well, now I have a little Goblini. Good news is they lose 3. Bad news is there's probably some way to gain life. Or they could hit the Emergent Ultimatums and combo at this turn. Never give up, never surrender. We got this. Drawing 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. And they are seeching something. What do you be seeching? This way they do not take the damage from the One Ring. What is it? Sheoldred? Wilderness Reclamation. Okay, so that untaps all their mana because Nashi has Flash and gets everything else Flash. Blech. Oh, good. Didn't restart the nosebleed. I had to take a break between games because I got a nosebleed before. It was embarrassing. Did you know you're not allowed to show bodily fluids on Twitch? Even if you want to. Even if your audience wants to see you covered in blood, you're not allowed to. I think that's a shame. Goblin. Mm-hmm. I can't attack in because they can flash in their commander. I think Nashi's probably got the lock here. I might be at 25 life to their 4. But it's going to be hard for me to keep up with the fact they can tap down my creatures. The fact that they can recur counter spells. I can do everything in my power to use the various burn spells in my deck. But that's all I'm going to have. Can only bolt so many things. Oh, they brought back Beseech the Mirror. And with this amount of mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's time for infinite turns. So, as I said before, there's now multiple ways to do this. And we're gonna skedaddle. Whoever at Wizards of the Coast buffed this card, why? Jetmir, Nexus of Rebels. This is going to be a race between me and the cat that buffs all their creatures. Depending on the number of creatures they have, they either get +1/+0 Vigilance, +2/+0 Vigilance and Trample, or +3/+0 Vigilance, Trample, and Double Strike. It's like having a Craterhoof Behemoth in the command zone for Naya. And the wider you go, the better it gets. Turn 1, it's a Hobbit! Well, I have a turn 1 play too. It's called Kill Your Hobbit. Die. Settle down, Sauron. Hey, listen. If you have a hobbit and you can kill it, you should kill the hobbit. I think we would have learned this by now. Have a mimic. Mimic's going to make the warriors bigger. Boop. Aw, bug-a-bug. That's a nice way to go wide. Also a nice way to have lots of creatures that can't block. That bug is a coward. Something kind of funny that hasn't happened yet is that Gornog can actually interrupt title synergies. If, like, my opponent is playing an elves deck, you can be like, oh, I'm sorry, your elf's not an elf. I don't know what it is, but it's not an elf. Bug, 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 bug. Bug, bug, a bug, a bug, a bug, bug, bug. Oh, hi, Boromir. Boromir, did you like my bug song? He probably loved it. I'm gonna play this Voldaren's Thrill Seeker. Put her counters onto the Metallic Mimic. And make it so Boromir can't block. Because he's a coward. Boromir, known coward. Yeah, he definitely didn't give up his life in a battle to help protect the hobbits and or the ring. Nope, that never happened. Oh, hey, Pock. Pock will help make more bugs. You're rejecting the lore of this match. Okay, you know what you're not going to reject? Probably me calling Pock a coward. But I'm going to start with a Goblin Chain Whirler. Nice 1/1s. Would you like to sacrifice Boromir to protect those? Who's more important to you? Your army of 1/1s or your coward? I actually think I do attack in this turn. Let's see. Because I can replay Gornog next turn. And it increases the number of cowards that are going on in here. At most, they'd be able to block 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2... I could swing in with multiple, actually. Even though these are all indestructible, only these 4 can block. Which means that they can only block and kill one of these. But they have to make sure they're blocking, because otherwise this Thrill Seeker will kill them. I can deal just straight up 4 damage. Yep, so they're going for the block and kill on this. This is a coward. That's exactly what I want. You're also a coward. You can't block. You can't block. And we shoot 4 at the face. They're now down to 1, but Jetmir. If they have a landfall, I believe I'm dead. If they don't have a landfall, I'm okay. Oh, yep, well, that's a land. So the land causes 2 lands, and, well, you already know. You already know how this goes. Craterhoof Behemoth in the command zone. Jetmir wins. Or, wait. Yeah, it's like, especially with Pock. Oh, but I got so close. So close! Tajik Legion's Valor, an indestructible commander that makes another creature every turn. Also, oh my gosh, why? Also, why? Why are you like this? Why are you indestructible? Why do you get bigger every turn? Why are you like this? This is a Boros aggro deck. Sometimes it's a bit more on the control side of things. We will kind of like have to wait and find out. I will play the Face Breaker. Do I get a treasure? Because they could do the thing where they are playing an indestructible commander, so they like wipe the board. I've seen that before. I'm hoping it's not, because we're very dependent on like building up our board state. But it's fine. By the way, only one of these is a warrior. Oh, Archangel of Tithes! You make it so much harder for me to afford to kill you. I will attack in with just Gornog. Pay the 1, and you are a coward. At least Tajik's good at making an assortment of cowards. What? Okay. This is going to prevent me from turning things into cowards, but everything will still currently get, like, the +1/+0 buff. Also, these can still do the blocking. It's just warriors, and none of these are warriors. That said, I do seek thrills. If I wanted to, I could have put those on there, but I'm pretty sure I can't activate the abilities. Yeah. Okay, the 1. Would you like the block? Certainly nothing bad could ever happen. Blocking something with first strike. Turning things into a coward only works if I can attack. Right? Oh, is it 1 or more warriors? Ah, well, yeah, I don't have a warrior yet. You're right. I actually thought it had to attack for that. But I knew the second one was just attacking warriors. That's cute. So yeah, we can still use that through the ability. Okay, the recruit comes out, hits me. Great. Yeah, because that's a warrior. Once we got another warrior down, I'm also going to play another warrior here, and I'm going to give it haste, because I can. Can't block. Guess there isn't really a reason for me to attack it with either of those. Not yet. Aurelia the Law Above. Hey, you make one of those! Also, you're making my Taurian Mauler bigger. Thanks for that, I guess. The second creature this one makes is a Swiftblade Vindicator. But they could put a +1/+1 counter on it if it had dealt combat damage, which it didn't because I killed it with first strike. Ooh, putting this on a itty bitty jitty. They draw a card. Take the damage from Tajik. And I'll turn you into a detective? No, turn you into a... Yeah, into a detective. Oh, I love all these +1/+1 counters we're getting. Turn that into a coward, swing in. This can block, but it can't block well. GG. Amalia and Lurrus. Amalia gets bigger or finds you lands when you gain life, and Lurrus lets you bring back things from the graveyard. I'd really like to have something that costs 2 mana here, so I'm gonna mulligan. 1 or 2 mana, and this is both. Like that. I like Kamana Faces Kakazan. I probably won't play it on turn 1, though, just because I don't have anything to buff on turn 2. I'm still going to play it, though, because, I want to. Something that's also an added benefit about this is on the backside, things dealt damage by my various creatures, permanents, whatever, will get exiled. So they can't bring them back with Lurrus. Hi, Traveling Minister. That is a way for you to do some life gaining. I'll play these boots. I guess I could have Spike Field hazarded it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it gains them a life each turn, but it's like, I don't know, it's not the scariest. Is it Amalia time? Amalia gains the life they grow. Ooh, Scroll for protection. Or do you want to put that in the graveyard? This is not a warrior. It is a human shaman on the backside. But you know who is a warrior? Gornog! Sure would. Amalia, a coward, is unable to block my warrior. Daxos comes down. Creatures entering or dying will now gain them some life. Oh, hey, Evolved Sleeper. The naptime baby boy, as he is so frequently called. He lets you gain card advantage, I guess. That's just like a good one-drop that scales up. To evoke Fury here. Dropping this Infuriate. By the way, I have won some games off Infuriate. It's very satisfying when it happens. Exiling both of those. Then playing the Professional Facebreaker. Calling the Evolved Sleeper a coward. I'm being asked, why is this card phrased this turn? Oh, it says if a creature dealt damage this turn. So, like, if let's say they blocked with Amalia, but she didn't die, but she took 2 damage from one of my sources, and then they sacrificed her next turn, she wouldn't get exiled. It's only on the turns that she was dealt damage by stuff I control. Yeah, no problem. It's not like... It's not something you might not, like, or... It's not something you might think about all the time, why it's worded like that. What is this? Rally the Ancestors. Oh, that lets them bring back so many guys. They have 2 guys in the graveyard right now. 2 little dudes. You're hoping I would brew Gornog yesterday? I let Twitch chat vote on it, and they chose Gornog. Aww. My face breaker. I was gonna use that to break faces. Fury is now in exile, but can be brought back for just 1+1/+1 counter. I'll be swinging in with everything here. And I'll turn... Sure, Bones into a coward. Anything can still block this. But these 2 are only blockable by Guide of Souls. We're going down to 5. I'm going to play Kellen. And I'm going to put boots on Kellen. This is because I may need him to chump block because they can get 6 additional damage plus the 5 over here. They can do a lot to me here. They adapt. They take the Fury. Fury is probably going to kill, I don't know, Lelia? Gornog? Oh, we killing. Etching of Kamano. Come on. Come on. Ooh, wait. The sleeper. They've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, I think I'm dead no matter how I block. Oh no. I was too aggressive. Too aggressive for my own good. They're bringing back a lady. Hi, lady. They keep gaining life, keep getting more energy so they can make something bigger and more flying as well. Put it on Fury. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry to eat bones. Ooh, if they put it on that, they could get the Lelia, but she just goes away. Guide of Souls does the thing. Boop. And we die because it's just a lot of damage. My own Fury sure didn't help. GG. Feather the Redeemed. Feather lets you recast spells by putting them into exile and then back into your hand, as long as they target your own creatures. But they can also target your opponent's creatures, which is great if you have things like Reckless Rage. It gives you protection that you can keep on using, buffs, and you get them back in the end step. Feather's also just like a big flying girl. Hey, Feather. She's really fun in the stories. If you ever have a chance to read the first Ravnica book, it is very cute. Hi, Selfless Savior. Check out this warrior. Bam. Goma fight a vanguard. I can make things not so good at blocking. Mm-hmm. I wish she called things cowards. But she doesn't. Swinging in with both of these. And we're going to say, you just can't block from yes, and you are a coward, Feather. These each become 3 power creatures. Get that damage in, nice. So Feather's a coward. How about the Selfless Savior? Do you think this dog should become a coward too? Because it could be sacrificed on demand. They could, like, lower my attacking creature's power. Ooh. What buff are y'all getting? Turn inside out. Yep, that's a good new one. And a Regent's Authority. That swings for 9. That's a lot of damage. They might even be able to kill me next turn, depending on how much else they got. Do I have anything else here with haste? No. Do I need anything with haste? No. I'm gonna go with Heraldic Banner. A little bit of red. Then at a Bugbear tapped. Swinging in. And calling the Selfless Savior this time a coward. So I'm swinging in for 10. And they can get another counter on this. And I'm going to bolt the Buppy. Let's see if they can get to 15 total damage from Feather. Totally can. Let's find out if they do, though. So right now we know they have +3, +2. So that's up to 10 damage. Okay, Ancestral Anger lets them draw. Dig a little deeper. It's also an additional damage. They're up to 9. Maybe they have one of those double strike tricks. No, that's Mimic. That's a treasure. 11 damage but wait! 14! You were so close! But not quite there. Not quite there. Play land. Animate Den at a bugbear. Swinging with everybody. Feather, I'm calling you again a coward. And swinging in for lethal. GG. Rankle, Pitiless Trickster. When it enters, you can choose to sacrifice a creature, and if you do, both players discard. And I think you might also get a buff on Rankle whenever any player discards. Yes, that's the thing. Each player discards and also has to sacrifice a creature. Ah, I see. So you can cause symmetrical discard and sacrifice on enter, and it just grows. Also can get lifelink. This seems fine. I have things that can kill Rankle. I also have a turn 2 Gornog. I mean, I don't really need a turn 2 Gornog. I'm just saying we could. We could kill this goblin for it. Maybe if they'd have played a creature. But they didn't. I'm just making sure I got lots of good sacrificables here. And oh boy, do I ever. Aw, kitty! Yeah, make those discard spells happen. Swinging in with the 2 warriors. Making it so the black cat can't block. Hi, Rankle. Are you gonna make me sacrifice a creature and discard a card? Oh no, my Skirk Prospector. I don't need no Soaking Zanes. Boop. Let's find out what we discard at random to the cat. It was my Monstrous Rage. Neat! Rankle, a coward. How much damage do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could get in one more here. I think I'll do that. Boop. Being asked, who's my favorite control commander? Probably like Nicol Bolas. I like to play control with themes. So like Hilda, Bolas, things like that. Alright, so they're playing a bunch of little guys, but the little guys aren't going to be able to block. We're going to call them cowards, swing in, get tons of damage, and win the game. GG, Rankle. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Gornog did a great job hitting face and dealing some serious damage. I feel like if I was a little less tired, I could have gotten even better games in, because there's a lot of different lines with choosing exactly who you want to stop your opponent from blocking with, taking additional combats, and manipulating your haste. Some people in my chat were asking, why am I not running the gifting your opponent a Maskwood Nexus to turn everything into cowards? And the answer is, it's a lot of mana, it's very funny, and I don't actually think I'd be able to pull it off. But if you would like to, that's something you can do. I'm also not running every single warrior, just because I found that there's a lot of warriors that cost exactly 3 mana, and that means they're competing a lot with Gornog in that slot. So the 1 and 2 mana warriors have priority when I was deck building, and, well, they add up quite a bit. Another couple pieces of tech you could add in include things like Oketra's Monument, which makes warrior tokens whenever you cast a creature, and those warriors will still get Gornog's buff. But I still really like the way that this deck came together. It's a typal deck, it's aggressive, it's fun, and it's unusual using this new creature. If you're looking for the deck list, it is in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, please leave a comment. Let me know what kind of commanders you would like to see. This was a suggested commander. Somebody said, I want to see Gornog. And I said, all right, Twitch chat, vote on these commanders. And they chose Gornog. I'm hoping to build things like Alacia soon as well from the main Foundation set. But between Foundations Jumpstart, which is what this is from, and actual Foundations, and even the starter kit, there are so many new cards that have been added to Arena, so I'm going to do my best to drew as many as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day!